Check. Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06.
Hello.
Hi, John.
Well, tune in. I drift a little. I'm not rockbound.
Yeah, and your audio is kind of funky. Which radio are you on?
This is the TS790 into the 600 watt linear.
Ah, right. Yeah, you're not on the 9700, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, last night I was home on a Monday for a rare occurrence. I thought, I better check into the Monday night net, and then I thought, well, it's not 2 meters. It's got to be on one of the other frequencies. I turned on the 1.2 gig radio and the 1.2 gig amp, and I thought, yeah, this is strange. I'm not hearing anybody. Now the story is even funnier because I realized that wasn't it. So I turned around and turned on what I thought was the 220 radio and transverter. Amazingly or unknowingly at the time, I was really turning on 901 megs and thought I was on 220. So that lasted for a little while, and so I wondered why the 220 amp wasn't turning on, because I thought it was all hooked up. So then I traced out the wiring and saw that the 220 amp push-to-talk line was going over to the FT736. I was on the totally wrong radio.
Oh man, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that radio definitely has some interesting audio characteristics. I'm watching it on the waterfall, and there's a big giant dip in the middle, so it's all highs and a little bit of lows, but it definitely has an interesting sound to it.
Okay. Doesn't help that I'm so close to you as well. Let me turn the amp off. Let's see.
WA6AJ727.
There's Michael. Missed you at the quarter century meeting today.
Yeah, I did not have a vehicle. My truck was in the shop.
Oh, that's shocking, or shopping.
Yep, I was held hostage.
Okay. Well, next month. We had 8 people, and it was fun. We had some old books about old radios.
Okay, very good. Didn't mean to interrupt, but I thought I'd check in with you two. Hello, Aaron.
Hello. Yeah, it sounds like you're pointed this direction because you're like S9.
Yep, I'm pointed at you, and John sounds really loud tonight.
I'm running full smoke. I want to talk to Bill when he shows up on frequency. If Bill is there, maybe I can see him late Thursday afternoon.
Are you talking about AA6S?
Roger.
Okay, I think he's got something going tonight at home. I could pass along the information if you want. Were you talking about going down there? Over?
Yeah, I have to work down there until Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm done about 4 o'clock. And if that would work out for him, I could hopefully swing by and see him.
All right. Well, he's supposed to be coming up here tomorrow, and then I'll let him know about Thursday. Over.
Okay, I sent him an email. He hasn't responded, but maybe he'll catch it that way.
He's not good at emails unless you tell him to go look at it. He's supposed to call me tonight anyway to make sure he's bringing everything, so I'll pass it along.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. 230 over too, John.
Okay, there was someone else in there. I didn't quite catch it. W6 Papa Echo is in there.
Okay, I'm looking south. Okay, WB6, whoever. K6TSK, AA6S, K6MYC, KC5DTU, K6MYC Bozo Net.
KC5DTU 712 is here.
Well, hi, Kerry, and I'm sorry about last night. We called you in, and I got busy, and I forgot. I forgot to get you back in there, but I guess you probably figured out what was going on.
Roger, Roger. Sometimes you get occupied with other things there, Michael. Understandable.
Anyway, still stuff going on, I guess. I don't know whether to believe the stuff that Trump's saying. He seems to think this group that he's working with over there in Iran is pretty down to earth. They seem to be ready to agree to things and moving along with those discussions, which is good. Guess he's got the airborne ready to take the Karg Island thing if he wants to. So things are moving along. It's just the Democrats are really, really making a mess of our Congress. I'm embarrassed.
Roger that. Well, I figured all along when those ships headed out of here that they were headed to Karg Island, so I was right there. And boy, if he controls that pretty much controls the money to our end.
Well, yeah, that's. I don't know about the money flow. That's. But he can certainly keep it clean in terms of keeping the Hormuz Straits open, and also keep. I don't think he wants to control it for very long. He just wants to get it under control of the right kind of people, and get it out of the hands of the English, where they have the choke point control with money and all that. Anyway, it's complicated. It's complicated to discuss, but I kind of get the idea of what's going on and what Trump has in his head, and he seems to be on target.
Roger that. Yep. So it's moving 4 weeks or less, as he said it. Anyhow, I'll be listening on the side and let you get to work.
Well, I'm not sure how much work there's going to be today. We'll see. What else is in here? How about K6US? Are you here, Eric?
Yes, sir. K6US 1079 and 1100.
Okay, and by the way, John has already checked in. He's lurking around in the background trying to work the Bangladesh station and some other stuff that's on the band here. Not on this band, but on the HF bands. So John's in. He was the first check in.
Yep, I talked to John, and I worked with Stable Island last night and with the Astral Islands last night. Kind of boom. It was pretty easy to work them on ST8. I'll have to try to find them when they're on sideband, but picked up 2 new ones last night.
All that stuff in the Pacific is pretty easy from the West Coast. There's no doubt about it. Happy birthday to Brittany, a day late, I guess. And is she on 39 and holding?
No, she's 37. She's 2 years younger than I am, and she did get to hear you wish her happy birthday last night. So I was listening at the end of the net.
Okay, yeah, I did a poor job of singing Happy Birthday to her, but at least it was an attempt. So I'm glad she caught that. Very good.
727, sir.
Okay, 727.
Hello, Gary. Hello, Mike. Hello, Michael. How are you? Good signal as usual. I wonder why. Hi. I don't know. Probably the very few miles between us. Roger that. Good hearing you. KC5, DTU. You too.
By the way, who was I talking to? Oh, a station with a call sign November Yankee 4 Yankee. He's now in, where is he? Oh, up near Reading. But he's in the hole by the lake, I guess, and he doesn't have a very good shot down this way. He's been on 2 meters. He has radio for 2 meters and an antenna. But he says he has a friend that lives up on a hill right close to him, and he was asking me about linking up there with internet or whatever. And I said, boy, I don't know the first thing about it. I know it's possible. There's 2 or 3 ways. He says, I have a microwave dish. I might be able to link up there that way. And I said, probably the best thing to do is drop you an email, Aaron, or check in here on the Bozo Net and drop you a chat to see if you could offer him any suggestions on where to look for information on how to establish a remote link. I said, if anybody knows how to do it, you do, and you could make it. That way he can put the antenna up on the hill, which I guess is 2 or 3 miles away uphill from him. And then he'd have a good shot down this way. KY4 Yankee, his name is Bob, over.
Yep, Roger. Yeah, and that's a heck of a lot easier to do nowadays than it used to be with all these newer radios. And you would just have to have power up on the hill. But now with all the solar stuff, that's also possible.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
What's the Bangladesh call sign?
BD Lesh.
Sugar 2, oh darn, let me find it again.
When you work them, don't get any on you. It really sticks and it stains your shirt.
Sugar 21 Whiskey David.
Thank you very much. Did you work him on site, Ben, or FT8?
No, I haven't got him yet. He was on 21068 CW, but no, he was on FT8. I could hear guys calling him, but I could never hear him. 21068. He's also on 14029 right now. Maybe 14005. There's 2 different reports from. I'll have to go up there and look. Also on FT. Yeah, that's the 2 places he's at. 14005.
Okay, sounds like he's just strictly digital or CW, huh?
So far, even the TX5 has been, and even the CY0, almost all of these expeditions lately have been FT8 or CW.
Probably a language barrier there, Mike.
Roger, or just don't want to hassle with it.
Oh, so I see you speak my language.
Well, I can tell what you're saying.
All right. Well, is old man Bill going to be in here tonight, Mike?
I talked to him earlier. He's got family or something's going on at the house, so probably not, he said.
Okay, well then you guys are going to have to work QUI. I talked to QUI on the phone today. He's going to come up and visit Friday with Eric KN6AIV, and he's going to pick up that amplifier, the 1296 amplifier that I offered him. So he's going to pick it up on Friday, but he'll be looking for folks tonight on 1296. So you might be the one to connect with him, and maybe if Rob's here, he can hook in. But you certainly got the best shot at him over there.
Okay, actually, let me go down and try to get Ralph real quick before I forget.
Okay, go for that. I'll hold here for a couple minutes, and then if Rob shows up, we can try. But as soon as you come up, you might turn right toward the Tascadero, because that's where we're going to be pointed here shortly.
Okay. John, with that big amplifier, you should be able to get Ralph pretty good, over.
Has John got a big amp now on 1296?
That sounds like it.
Yeah, 600 water.
Oh, is that the one that was left over from the one that was half built or cobbled together by what's his name down there in Southern California?
Negative. This is a totally good one from BQL.
Oh, wonderful. I didn't know you had one. Good deal. Wonderful. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I wanted to be along with the big boys.
Yeah, there you go. Got to get that audio cleaned up, though. It's really got some RF feedback in it. Who else do we have in here? We should have, I can't remember, but I guess somebody said Mike N6BYH does not have 1296. I thought he did. We should have others in here. KM6SRR. Where's Rob? Is he doing another net tonight, Aaron?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from Rob, so I don't know where he is.
Well, he was over at Larry's today. Oh, in fact, I think they may still. Well, I don't know. He was over at Larry's. They were helping him with some towers, and I hope he's okay. And got back, but maybe they were working late. I suspect that that's not the case. He's probably home and just dragging his butt around the house. Anyway. How about W6 Papa Echo? Are you in here, Mike?
K6MYC, K6MYC, K6VBG.
K6VBG is in here. Hi, Dave.
Hi, how you doing tonight, Mike?
Well, I'm doing better now that I hear you up there. How are you doing?
Well, I'm just, living it one day at a time.
Okay. Well, let's see. I called for Mike, but I didn't hear him, but let's call him again. He can't be going to bed already. K6, W6PE. W6 Papa Echo. We need your check-in here, Mike. K6MYC. And nothing heard, darn it. What I should do is listen for 1009. How about Ron? Are you in here? KJ6 TYO K6MYC. I don't hear Ron yet. Let me turn over toward the Tascadero since I'm not going to be able to hear Ralph anyway. Let me go toward the Tascadero right now.
KM6SRR.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Mike's not going to, Bill's not going to be in here tonight, so you might have spin over to a Tascadero also. I did talk to Ron today on the phone, QUI, and he is going to come up Friday and pick up that amplifier, over.
W6QUI, WA6AAJ, over.
.009 is here, KJ6TY.
Roger, Ryan. I I got you checked in. Bill won't be here tonight. At least I don't think he's going to be here, so probably not. Anyway, I think some of the other guys are going to try to work you too. W6QUI, WA6AJ.
See if you can work him also, Rob.
W6QUI, W6QUI, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo, over.
Okay, Rob is calling you, Ron. Go ahead, Rob.
Thank you, Mike. I'm not sure if I'm pointed right. W6QUI, W6QUI, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo.
Did you get a response from him, Mike?
Over, Ron, anything?
You worked him, but did you tell him to look for Rob?
Okay, yeah, I did, Mike. I told him Rob was trying to call. Give him another shot, Rob, over.
Did you work Ralph?
Yes.
Ralph is...
Okay.
Both Mike and I worked Ralph. Ron, W6QUI, W6QUI, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo, over. I'm not sure if I'm pointed just right there. W6QUI, KM6SRR.
Mike, maybe you can have Ron make a longer transmission so Rob can peek up on him. Over.
Okay, hey, Ron, give a little bit longer talk for Rob to sleep on you. You give him about 30 seconds or so of talking so he could give you see if he can find you, over.
Well, I think this is probably as good as I'm going to get. I heard something in there and it got a little bit louder, but still with the noise there. W6QUI, W6QUI, Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo, over.
Over, Ron.
Well, let's not belabor the issue there. Thank you, Mike. AJ.
Okay, Ron. Yeah, you're both weak to each other, so it's okay. We'll try to get another day. No problem. W6QUI, WA6AJ. I'll say 73, Ron, and turn it back to net control.
Okay, Mike, let's go up and get Santa Cruz. I think Tom should be there tonight. He couldn't make it on 222 last night because his antenna's broken, but he should be here on this bend. Whoop.
1009 to
KJ6TYO. I got you, Ron. KJ6TYO, we got you. Did you hear me respond to you, over?
Yep, I got you now, Mike. All right, thank you. Thanks for checking me in.
No problem. We were just busy with the Tascadero at the time, over.
Yeah, I tried to get in there, but I didn't know you guys were all beamed that way, and I thought, let's cover the guy up. But yeah, I can't hear him because I'm aimed at you, so. All right, thanks.
Yep, no, I heard you. I heard you okay, and I recognized you, but you might not have heard me through the local chatter there. All right. Pointed towards Santa Cruz, KW6S, K6MYC. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, okay. Really way down this evening, but maybe I can peek on you a little bit. Give us a longer transmission. We've got AAJ here and maybe one or two others, over.
Yeah, I noticed I'm not picking up very well on the meter here. So maybe I'm not getting the drive to it that I should have on the amp. But yeah, otherwise I just got here. The radio might be still drifting. I just got it turned on, and we just got home and we went out for dinner. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, well, I got a little peek on you, but it's 10 degrees off of you. So a funny path tonight here. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for coming in tonight and to make up for the missing signal on 222 last night. Over to you, Mike, WA6AAJ in the group, K6MYC.
KW6S, WA6AAJ. Tom, not real strong right now, but I can hear you. Over.
WA6AAJ, KW6S. I don't think I'm putting out quite the power tonight. You're down as well. But got you in good shape here now. I moved the antenna just a little. Should be a little better. WA6AAJ, KW6S.
Okay. KW6S, WA6AAJ. I caught about 50% of that. Yeah, it just, if your power's down, it's definitely noticeable. But anyway, I'll take the contact. KW6S, WA6AAJ.
Okay, thanks, Mike. WA6AAJ, KW6S, and back to K6MYC.
Okay. Let's see if Rob's got any pieces of you there. Rob, any copy on Tom tonight?
No, I think I might hear something in there with a noise, but I'm not copying him.
Well, give him a call. You got full power. He does not. I think you're running up to close to 600 out now, aren't you?
I just turned it up to 60% of what it puts out, so I'm putting 6 watts into the 600 watt amplifier. KW6S, KW6S, that's Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. Over.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's a reciprocal non-path there. Why aren't you running it up to 10 watts of drive, over?
Well, I'm getting quite a bit of reflective power, so if I go too much, it'll kick out. I'll get a, what's it called here, a load fail.
Yeah, okay. I didn't remember about your VSWR problem. Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah, no point in pushing it. But when you get a good VSWR, I just run it wide open, run all the 10 watts you can get out of the 9700 there. Okay, Tom, he's not hearing you very well, just traces, and you're probably doing the same. So not very good conditions tonight here on 1296, it looks like. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
Yeah, I knew somebody was there, but I didn't pick out anything from Rob. But, yeah, I don't know what I need to do here to get a little more oomph. Maybe I need to check the coax between the radio and the amp. I think I threw that together without too much thought some time ago. But anyway, I will be here tomorrow night on 2 meters. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, well, we'll certainly look for you on 2 meters. And Ron down in the Tascadero should be on before too long. He's coming up Friday. He's coming up here on Friday along with Eric, KN6EIV from that same area. And they're going to pick up the 120 watt amp that Rob had here for a while. So you should be able to make it with them in that Tascadero. I think you've made it up with him on other bands, haven't you?
You know, I'm not sure. What was
was the call again?
We got a pretty good path here tonight.
Yeah, I hear the path. I see Jim. Hang on a second. The call for Ron and Tascadero was W6 Queen Uniform Italy. W6 QUI, over.
W6 QUI. I looked in the log. We've made it on 2 meters.
This might be a better direction for Tom. KW6S, KM6SRR.
17 meters of all things.
Okay, listen up. Rob's found you. Rob has found you now. He's got a better direction for you. Listen up for Rob. But go ahead, Rob.
KW6S, KW6S. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. Over, over.
Make a transmission, Tom, and try to peek up on us here. Peek on me and a little bit north of me even. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, looking for KM6SRR. Yeah, I was peeking and I wasn't watching the meter. I was watching the needle a little bit too much, and I might have actually pulled off the peak here a little bit. But we'll see if we can hear Rob. KM6SRR, KW6S.
Over, Rob.
Yeah, I'm not hearing him.
Oh, you didn't hear him? You might have heard somebody else, huh?
Well, I was just hearing some voices in the noise. I couldn't make it out.
Well, W6PQL popped in. You might have heard him. Okay, no luck, Tom. We'll try another night there. Both you guys have little problems on each end. Rob's got an SWR problem, and you got something wrong that's not letting you get full power. So you get the stations working right, you should have no trouble. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow night, Tom. KW6 Sugar, and I'll go into the Bay Area, K6MYC.
111.
Who is it? 111, just the guy I want to reach. Okay. Good evening, Russ, and my Jim is in here also, 1296 W6PQL. But let me get it to you. And let's see here, 1296 is in. Got that written down over. I'm trying to get a hold of W6QUV. Do you have a phone number or any way to reach him, email address or something, Russ? Over.
Yeah, Roger. Stand by for that. You also have 285 checking in up here, and you're up and down. I don't know if you're moving the antenna or not, but go ahead.
No, that's way south of you. This should be a lot better.
Okay, I'm looking for his number.
Okay. And while he's doing that, I'll shoot it over to, let's see. How about this, Jim? W6PQL, any copy? How about K6, WB6JNN? WB6JNN or W6PQL? Where'd you guys go? K6MYC. Okay. Well, I hear you, but you're very, very weak. Very poor conditions tonight. Very poor conditions tonight.
K6MYC, the B6J, 4826. November, I'll give you some time here, see if you can keep up on me. WB6J and 285.
No, I got you now, Jim. I just didn't have the antennas. The pattern's a little different tonight. The peak on the signal's coming in a little different than normal. WB6JNN, and I think I heard W6 or K6 Whiskey India Sugar also, but I'm not sure. We'll stand by in a second for Paul. But go ahead, Jim. We've got you, and we also heard 1296 W6PQL. WB6JNN, go ahead. K6MYC, over. Okay, Jim finished. He took a fade on me.
Yeah, Mike, you got your pen and pencil ready?
Yes, I do.
720-596-4239. You got it?
Yes, I do. And I thank you for that.
His wife's name is Dora, and she's also a licensed ham. So, you get Dora first and ask her for Mike. Over.
Yeah, will do. And where is he living now? In Colorado someplace?
Roger. He's by that Columbine High School in the southern part of Denver, over.
Roger. Okay, very good. Thank you for that. I was told to get in touch with him related to AIDS for the blind. He's got lots of tricks on radios and stuff for us blind guys. Hi. God, good to hear you, Russ. Missed you all week or so, but I got you in there now. And boy, the condition is really poor. I mean, you're normally pounding in here, and you're good, but you're not anywhere near your normal strength. And I don't think PQL is hearing me either. Why don't you go back to Russ? Go back to Jim, WB6JNN, and W6PQL, and telling them I've got them checked in. Over.
Roger. JNN, you're checked in. No QSL. You got PQL, you hear?
Yes, okay, here.
Are you hearing Mike at all?
I hear KD6S okay. That's strange.
Hey, good evening, Mike. Good evening, Russ. Yeah, Mike, you're coming in nice and strong. You're about S8. I got you about S8.
Yeah, that's weird. I can hardly hear Jim, PQL, and I can hardly hear Jim, WB6JNN, and even KW6S was way down. Can you confirm that Paul, K6 Whiskey India Sugar, is in here or not? I have not heard him for sure, but I thought I heard him earlier. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, go ahead if you're there, Paul. K6MYC. I hear him, but he's not readable. Fred, if you could go back to Paul, he's in there. Tell him I have him. Tell Paul I have him checked in. 637. Over.
Okay, give me a second here. Give me a few seconds. I got to move the beam back up that direction. Okay. I'll be back. KD6S. Okay.
Roger.
KB6PA.
Well, hi, Oliver. By golly, we've been missing you. I guess you've been out of town, huh?
Yeah, I got back from nearly a week in Tucson, Arizona for a Cactus Repeater Group meeting. So, nice to see that heat wave, but I guess it doesn't last forever. High mid-80s today during my hike over.
Yeah, well, I hope you were inside for the heat wave. It was, I think one day it got close to 120 down there in Yuma or Tucson or someplace over.
Yeah, I got up to about 108 in the Tucson, Phoenix area. Go ahead, Fred, over. Tesla this time. Plenty of chargers, so that worked out great. Yeah, a few times. But I took the opportunity to take a nap and eat meals, and I thought it was pretty great. KB6BA.
Cannot copy Paul when he's, Fred when he's in this direction. I can hear him, but not copy.
Yeah, Mikey doubles is SOT. Go ahead, NYC.
What's going on there? The band's really weird. Was that you, Russ, that popped in?
Yeah, much weaker mic now, but still copies at KB6BA.
KB6BA, if you'll talk a little longer, I'll get a good peek on you. Try a little bit longer transmission, Oliver, over.
K6MIC, KB6BA.
Yeah, now I got you.
Maybe a little bit multipath on you. Go ahead, over.
Yeah, I've got multipath on you too, and that's what I was trying to get rid of, and then I lost you altogether. Weird conditions tonight. Boy, oh boy, it's weird. I heard Paul in there a little bit, but I can't copy him, so the backscatter path is poor tonight. Conditions are really much different than usual here. Anyway, I'm hoping you had a good time in Phoenix and Tucson area, and you didn't get too hot. Sounds like 108 isn't too bad, although you weren't acclimated to that coming from 75 to 85 degree here stuff. Anyway, great to hear you back, and we'll look for you perhaps tomorrow and on 432 on Thursday there, Oliver. KB6BA, K6MYC. You might listen for any others.
Hey, Mike, I tried to get a hold of Paul, but I can't get him.
Okay, well, I heard him come back, so I got him checked in, and I'll get him on the direct path, Fred. Thanks for the try there. Boy, conditions are really weird.
Yeah, they're up and down. It's really strange tonight. All right, 7-3, Mike.
7-3 for now. See you on 432. Okay, let's see. Oliver, did you copy my comment about trying for see if there's anybody else in there that I'm not hearing?
Yeah, I copied that. But anyone else wants to check into the Bozo Net this evening? Northern California Bay Area, over. Nothing heard, KB60. Yeah, hi, Jim. Go ahead.
I'd like to know, please, that 52 was in there tonight.
Okay.
52, I presume, is Steve Miller, was in there, and Jim talked to him a little bit.
W6PQL and KB6BA with number 52. W6QIW, K6MYC. I got you, Jim. I tuned up on you now, but the band's in different, real weird condition tonight. When you first heard me, I was toward Santa Cruz. Now I'm up toward you and beyond you, and that's where you're coming in. So there's at least two paths. W6PQL and the group K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, I lost you for a few seconds there. It really is strange how the band is performing tonight. I guess I shouldn't call it strange. It's normal. You're up like S7, then you're gone for several seconds, and then you're back to S7 again. Steve was the same way. I only caught him on airplane peaks. But he was there.
Okay. Yeah, it's really odd. Okay, well, the only one I haven't got is Mike. You want to take a standby and see if Mike 775 is in there, KB KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot. Charlie, you want to look for him?
Yeah, Mike, are you with us tonight? KB6 WSC, W6 PQL. No, Mike.
Okay, maybe later. I'll come back and try for him later. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Russ, and thank you, Jim. And I did get JNN also, and KD6 SOK. Funny thing, of all things, SOK was normal. All the rest of you is down, so go figure. Everybody else is in the tank, and KD6 SOK sounds normal, signal strength-wise. Go figure. 7-3, K6MYC going to Oakley. I hear you now, Paul, and I had you checked in. I heard you earlier, but now you're almost Q5. Over.
Oh, great. Thanks for catching me, Mike. You're 553 right now. K6NYC in the group. This is K6WIU. Thanks for checking me in.
Yeah, Roger. 5-1, 5-1. And I guess you're the only check-in. You have no other check-ins, correct?
Yes, correct. Only me today.
Okay, very good. We'll look for you in just a few minutes here on the direct path. We'll look for you on the direct path tonight as well. 7-3 for now, Paul. Oh yeah, tough band tonight. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC. 7-3.
Yes, 7-3. I managed to catch you on a good propagation, but there's no sure speed fading guidelines. 7-3, K6WIU.
Okay, let's try N6RO. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC. Have you got any copy on me?
Yeah, I do. K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. Copy.
Well, you're Q5, but way down from normal, but the band is very strange. So I'll poke around and see if I can find a peak on you. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not moving the S meter, but you're Q5, so must be the band. Let me see. High temperature day, 85. And dinner is going to be we got some antenna problems to work out before the contest is coming. K6MYC, N6RO.
Okay, very good. Antenna problems on the 80-meter thing, you mean?
Yeah, the 80-meter dipole has got a problem, and I'm getting confusing results using my analyzer. The rig expert shows a very wide distance, maybe 7 or 8 feet for high impedance, but not quite an open circuit. The VOM shows a dead short. So those two things conflict. And my chief engineer is down in Tucson, so we're going to have to get by with the Foursquare this weekend, which should work, but it's too noisy for TX. Over.
Does the dipole work at all for receive?
Oh no, it's completely dead as far as usability. On a radio, it shows SWR over 10-1, and analyzer shows about the same thing.
But it doesn't hear any signals either, huh?
It's very weakly.
Yeah, sounds like you're just coupling a little bit of a broken feed line or broken connector, broken connection somewhere in there. You're just coupling a little bit of capacitive coupling through. Okay, too bad. I'm sorry about that, but those things do happen. I was trying to visualize how they do that coil in the middle and expand it and contract it, but it's a good idea. I just don't know how they do it mechanically. We'll talk about that another day, I guess. 7-3 for now, and we'll see you, of course, 2 meters tomorrow. N6RO, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay. Well, I have the hope that it's really not, the problem is not at the feed point. in either the tornado tuner or the tuning coil between the two half elements. I have to get on a 10-foot step ladder, which I don't really want to do, to really close up look at the indication that's about 55 feet from the testing end of the coax. So I got to go out in the yard, and if I can see something from the ground, like a pinched coax or something like that, then I'll know we got where the problem is. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on that. We'll see you on 2 meters tomorrow and 6RO.
Why don't you get John W6WZZ over there to climb the ladder?
We could do that, and another solution is to my southeast quad, or my south quad that covers the Caribbean and reverses to JA. If we let the catenary down and repair the broken wire, then I'll have a more usable antenna. The quads were always very effective, and especially stateside, but also in the prime contest direction for DX, the Caribbean, and JA for points. Anyway, we'll figure it out eventually. See you tomorrow, and 6RO.
Yeah, well, if there's a connector where you're going to put the step ladder that goes up to the antenna, or a connector that goes down to the shack, you could put the network analyzer on there and look both directions and see what you see. You should see the problem from there one way or the other, and either isolate it up or isolate it on the ground. You could fix the ground one.
Yeah, that's true. But what I don't know without investigation, I think there's one solid run of LMR 400 from the shack all the way up to the antenna. No junctions anywhere in between. So it's got to be a bad cable somewhere.
Oh, I'll be darned. Okay. I thought you had a junction box somewhere. You were talking about doing something with a step ladder. It sounds like you got a junction, but maybe I'm missing something there. Anyway, you have my thoughts on it for what they're worth. Next to nothing. 7-3 and 6RO. See you tomorrow. Okay, 6MYC.
Yeah, Roger. That's a good idea. I'll call John and see if he can at least investigate the cable. Okay, see you tomorrow, and 6RO clear.
Good evening. Okay, how about Mario, K06IQR? Mario, are you in there? Okay, you got to give me a little longer. Band's conditions are very poor tonight. I heard you. I got you logged in. You are checked in, but that's way down from what it should be. 1189 is in the log. Take a longer transmission. I'll see if I can get you to be readable, Mario. K06IQR, K6MYC, over. I was just inching up on you. Band is very weird tonight, and the pattern on the antenna is very sharp. There's no diffusion of signals, so they're just coming from one spot and one spot only. So I think I got pretty close to your peak, but I still wasn't quite getting. It's about Q3, Mario, readability 3. So very, very poor tonight compared to what we've had in the past. But, that's the way it is. Maybe you can tweak the antenna. I guess you can't rotate. You're stuck, so you got to live with what you've got there. Anyway, main thing is we have you checked in, and hopefully it'll be better next week. See you tomorrow, probably. Thanks for coming home early. K06IQR, K6MYC, over. let you go. I think you finished there. I'm only getting very, very little bit of your words, so it's very bad tonight. Very poor conditions. Hi. But we did get you, so that's the main thing. If you had 100 watts, you'd be no problem. 73, see you tomorrow on 2 meters, hopefully, if you can get home in time. KO6IQR, K6MYC, clear. Anybody else that's copying me in this direction before I go to Sacramento? Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to Sacramento. Okay, let's start here. Sacramento, KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, K6MYC, calling and listening. KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, KJ6KFD. Give me a long call so I can find you. K6MYC, over. Can you guys hear anything on the stream that I'm missing? Oh, nobody's listening on the stream, huh?
I'm listening on the stream, Mike, but I'm not hearing anything. KM6SRR.
Okay. I thought maybe there was a couple of times I could have made a word out of something or a syllable or a voice sound, but the band's pretty stable. There's not a lot of odd noises in there tonight, but sometimes you can get a piece of a word and then you know it's real, but this wasn't quite good enough to confirm, so we'll say he isn't there yet. See what happens. Let me go up and see if we can get John. I'll go up to a little further here. This should be awfully close to John. KR6MR, K6MYC, calling and listening, over. Let me make a long call. I'll inch along here. KR6MR, over. I thought I heard something right at the beginning. Try again. KR6MR, K6MYC, over. Almost think I'm hearing something in here. KR6MR. Let's try this. See if you got anything on me. KR6MR, K6MYC, over. KR6MR, KR6MR. KR6MR, KR6MR from K6MYC, Bozo Net. Over, over. Now let me try it this way. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. K6WIS, K6MYC. K6WIS, K6MYC. Over, over. Hearing over, over. I did get a word that time. I know somebody's in there. Let's keep going, keep going. K6MYC, Bozo Net. Standing by, over. I got the over, over. Give me the call sign or the number. Oh, call sign or number. Roger, I got KR6MR 759 that time. Q3 and S nothing. 3 by nothing. 3 by 0. 3 by 0, but we copied you that time, John. Thank you very much for your patience here. The band is not normal, and I'm pointed about 5 degrees more to the north than normal. I must be getting you on some kind of a bounce 5 degrees more to the north than normal. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for being there. Thanks for your patience here. KR6MR, K6MYC, standing by. Over. Boy, I didn't hear him that time, Rob. Did you hear anything on the stream?
Earlier I did, but not this last time.
Yeah, okay, so you heard the same thing I did, just a real weak signal in there, but he's there. I thought Paul might come back and be there, but I don't know where Paul is. Paul, let me make a call for you. K6 Whiskey India Sugar on the direct path, K6WIS. Last week we made it easily. This week it's marginal. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. We've got you logged in already, but let's see if you've got any signal on the direct path. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Over. Okay, nothing from Paul. Okay, going up to Daniel. Daniel said he would be there tonight, so hopefully we'll hear from Daniel. KE7UQL, KE7 Uniform, Quebec, London. Boy, we're late, isn't it? What is it, 8:20, Rob?
Yeah, 8:30.
Oh, boy, yeah, I'm way late from where I told him I'd be there around 8 o'clock, but the net's so slow and the conditions are bad like this. Holy cow. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London. K6MYC, over, over. There he is. I got you, Roger, Roger. I got your 272. Pretty amazing. Conditions are very poor. Conditions are very poor, but we have you in there. Good, and thank you very much. Thank you very much for being there, Daniel. KE7UQL, Carson City area, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Over, over. I think he had trouble with me that time. I did not hear a response. Anyway, 73, said Daniel. 73, KE7UQL. 73. See you tomorrow on 2 meters. K6MYC, KE7UQL, K6MYC, Bozo Net. 73. Roger. Got your 73s and your call sign again. Roger. 73, Daniel. Thank you. KE7UQL in the group. K6MYC. Okay, I guess we go back one more try for KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie Daly City, Rob.
Roger.
Some voice in here. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, Daly City, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Late checks are missed, over. Somebody talking. I heard one little wisp of a word as we came up on the heading here. KB6WFC, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. Over. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6WFC, K6MYC, over. Roger. Different heading tonight. KB6WFC. We got you now. 3 by 1, Mike. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. We got you. Thanks for your patience. Over. Okay, I got your Rogers. I think you're listening on the stream, but we've got you. 73, Mike. Thank you for being there. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. K6MYC 7373. Boy, we made it, Rob. Boy, that was tough.
Yeah, I heard it barely, but I got part of his number.
I heard 75 2 or 3 times in there, but boy, it was make it up time. Okay, I don't think there's anybody else. I think we got everybody, so I think we're done. You want to give me a count?
Yeah, I've got a count of 25 tonight. 25.
That's a respectable number.
Yeah, considering the kind of conditions we had, I kind of gave up trying to follow because I just wasn't hearing anybody. I barely was hearing Ron in 6RO.
You mean Ken?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ken, right.
Yeah, Ken was okay, but he was taking little fades, and I'd miss a word or two. It was really odd. Terrible terrible conditions. The PQL was just almost vapor. I heard him when I was way off axis one time, but the band was just all broken up, little pieces of propagation here and there. I don't know what's causing it. The weather seems to be pretty stable, as far as I can see. I don't know why it would be so terribly mangled like it is tonight. Anyway, I'll let you go. 7-3, we're out of here. And good night to you, Aaron. Excuse me. I'm yawning. And anybody else is listening there, good night, Aaron. And good night, Rob. This is K6MYC, Bozo 47, and Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo, signing off the 1296 Bozo Net on March 25. 25 today?
24 today.
Yeah, 24, that's right. It is 25, more, one day ahead already. March 24, 2026, 7-3 all, K6MYC.
Good night, Mike. K6US.
7-3, Aaron.
Hey, Mike, what time are Ron and Eric coming over to your place on Friday?
I suspect that they'll be here about 1. They said they were going to leave about 10. And they thought a 2-hour drive, but I think it's going to be a little more than 2, but it could be. It could be if they go right up to whatever they got there and get on 41, come 41 the whole way, it might be pretty straightforward for them. So depends on what they're driving and how fast. But 2 to 3 hours, probably not before 12:30 or 1 o'clock. Over.
Okay, yeah, I drove that to college a lot. So, yeah, Atascadero is, half hour, 45 minutes from San Luis. So that usually took me about 3.5 hours. So that's about right. I hear they're doing a little construction on 41, so that might delay them too. Over.
Good looking what?
They're doing some construction on Highway 41.
Oh, construction, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that may slow them up a little bit, but they've been up this way many times, so they know the route. And they normally, like Ron said, he's been up this way, and he usually takes 41, so I didn't have to give him any instructions on Highway 41. I just stay on 41 till you get past Fresno and past everything, up to Road 145 coming out of Madera. Hang a right, and you're 10 minutes from the house here.
Yep, sounds good. I'd like to get an eyeball with him. Is it okay to come stop by?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to give me a jingle, sometime after 10 o'clock, I'll probably hear from him. And we'll find out where they are and if they're still coming. I think he would call me if he wasn't coming. And I would think that he was going to call just to remind me that he is coming. But I have his, I think I have his phone number. Geez, I'm not even sure I do. I think he gave it to me. Yeah, he must have it. He must have given me his phone number. Anyway, he called me a couple of days yesterday, so I probably go back in my phone records and find him. But yeah, he and Eric will come up. And that'd be great if you can spin over for a few minutes and we can all rag chew for a bit. 7-3 for now, Rob. KM6. This is Friday now. It'll be up Friday. My schedule's getting all screwed up because Frank's sick again. He was supposed to be here today, but apparently he was quite sick with allergies and was up all night, couldn't breathe. So I don't know what I'm going to do with him. He worked like a dog all weekend for Marine, and then he gets to me and he can't get down to even oversee a digging job. That's just, he had called our Amanda Weedwalker and said he'd been up all night sneezing and hacking, and he was just beat, so he didn't come. He didn't call me, though. That's what always bothers me. He never calls. But he has to go up on the hill, I guess, to get his cell coverage. He probably didn't feel good enough to even get out of the trailer. Anyway, we'll see you Friday, if not sooner. And we'll see you tomorrow night, of course, on 2 meters. KM6SRR in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I've got Ron's number too. If you don't find it, so I can give it to you. I can text it to you or something. Anyway, K6MYC, KM6SR 73.
73. 97.3.
And good night, Aaron, if you're still there, K6US, KM6SRR. And we didn't hear Mark tonight, 680.
I don't think he has 1296.
Yeah, that's right. He's talking about having to get a 9700. Yeah, you're right.